The no conflict method, how women physicians are in a workplace for good. So here's the problem we all know. The clinical work is the easiest part of our job. Actually, diagnosing, all of that's the easiest part of our job. What's really hard that we're not trained for, that keeps us up at night, that has us fuming in the evening, fuming on the way to work is the ego, the politics, the difficult people, the passive aggressive emails that go out to CC everybody and their mother, the bullying that happens in faculty meetings, the people, the politics, that the conflict. That's what makes our job unbearable. And the hardest part about it is it doesn't stay at work. It follows you into the shower, into the car. It wakes you up at 3 a.m. You're having a beautiful dinner with your family and you hear not one word they're saying because you're mentally rehashing that faculty meeting you just had, what you should have said, what you'll say differently. Mamas, folks, women physicians, you deserve better than this. And today I'm going to give you the method to stop all the madness around conflicts. It is that good. I call it the no conflict method. And once you learn it, you'll never unlearn it because life will get so much easier so fast. It will make your most disagreeable colleague someone you love working with. It will take it applies to your most tyrannical boss. It applies to your husband, your in laws, and your kids in difficult moments. We love our husband, in laws, and kids, and sometimes they're difficult moments. The no conflict method solves for all of it. Are you ready? Let's go. So the method really, first you need to see the number one mistake that's so easy to do. You're not wrong for going here. All of us do. All humans will naturally default into this mistake. It creates a conflict every single time. It makes enemies. It alienates. It isolates you. It feels terrible. And here's what it is: focusing on big, non-specific, vague dreams instead of concrete, focused, tangible, specific things. I'm going to give you three examples of it, walk you through of it. And in these three different examples from three different women physicians, what they all want is the same thing: fairness and transparency. And that sounds amazing. But I'm telling you, it is the leading cause of conflict in the workplace. It will make your job anything but fair and transparent. It'll have you labeled difficult by your boss, which is sexist, we all know. And also, that's what happens. And it just gets you further away from the job you love. It makes your job very, very difficult. And even though wanting fairness and transparency sounds amazing, it is a no-no. It is a very big, vague, non-specific dream, and it will keep you from having a fair and transparent workplace. So I'm going to show you how to solve no conflict and get to that fair and transparent workplace. You deserve it, but how you get there matters. And I'm going to teach you how to get there. So example one, what we're looking at is a workplace that wants to recruit top physicians. So this community group lost 3 of their 6 physicians all at one time. And she goes to her faculty meeting and says, well, we need a fair and transparent workplace. If we want to hire someone, we have to be fair. We have to be transparent. And this is not, everything needs to change. Listen, she meant well, and she technically was right, but it put her in the crosshairs of a lot of conflict. Her boss was immediately defensive and upset. What do you mean this place is not fair and transparent? We have monthly meetings. Our financials are open. Why are you always starting trouble? She became labeled the enemy and difficult. Very sexist language, but this is what happens when we focus on big, vague, non-specific dreams. Conflict. Nothing was resolved. Her relationship with her colleagues got even worse. She got further from fair and transparent workplace because she was leading with a vague dream. When you're vague, because not everybody has the same idea of fair and transparent, and especially if you present it as what we have isn't fair and transparent, even if that's the truth, what happens is people get defensive, and that's when the conflict starts to erupt. If you're leading with a vague dream, the other thing you want to keep in mind is people don't know what you mean. They are going to assume you're telling them you're doing it wrong. And when someone believes you're telling them that you're doing their job wrong, they're going to get defensive and conflict is going to erupt. Ego is going to come in and politics are going to inflame, and you will not get what you want. You deserve to get what you want. So in coaching, when I asked her, okay, what does it mean, fair and transparent? I'm not really sure what that means for you. You and I have different, I'm sure, 100% sure, we have different ideas of fair and transparent. So let's figure out what it means for you and then let's go get it. What does fair and transparent mean in your workplace right now? What is this specific thing? She knew immediately. She said, I want leadership tracks here. I want our recruits and faculty to be able to grow their careers because right now they're leaving because they want leadership potential. They're leaving because we don't have leadership and they're finding it elsewhere. I want to bring leadership here so we can keep amazing faculty. In the current system, leadership was consolidated to the three most senior faculty who didn't want it to begin with, but it was the default strategy. It had always been done this way. So, what we did is we mapped out a solution that met everyone's needs. She went back to the next faculty meeting and said, we all want to bring in great people who will grow with us, who will come here and will stay with us. What we know about fellows out of training is they don't just want a job, they want a trajectory. They want to be able to grow their careers. They're leaving us because they're not finding that growth. So, how we can solve our retention problem is being able to offer leadership tracks. This means we will attract a different caliber of candidate. We're not going to attract the person who wants to job hop their way through their career. We're going to attract the person who wants to come here, settle down, contribute, lead, make this place better. They will come, they will lead, they will stay. We won't constantly be having to hire, replace, like we're under fire because there's a crisis in our workplace. We're going to be fully staffed. These exceptional candidates will lighten the load of the existing faculty so we can retain the people we have. When she presented it this way, it was an immediate yes. Same person, same goal, same interest, entirely different result. No conflict. She got exactly what she wanted because she asked for a very specific thing. She didn't present a very vague, non-specific dream. By the way, this is how things become dreams. So hear me. I'm not saying giving up on have fair and transparency. I'm showing you the roadmap to get it is to ask for specific things. When this leader has everyone on her side, they've created leadership tracks. She's recruited her top candidates. They're happy in their job. The existing faculty are happy in her job and their job. They're not losing people every year. She has her dream of fair and transparent workplace. But you have to start with naming what exactly it is. And coaching is very valuable because I can help you do that. Okay, let's look at another example. The promotion pipeline. So this is an example from me and from coaching hundreds of women physicians at this point. Promotion in medicine is notoriously secretive, mysterious, opaque. By the time most physicians figure out what they're supposed to be doing, they've generally lost years doing the wrong things. I'll just give you an example. I thought because I trained at Hopkins where everything was about papers and grants and invited lectureship. I was like, oh, I just keep doing this at my new job. I'll be fine. So I wrote lots of books and papers presented all around the world. And then as I knew promotion, I was like, oh, they don't care about any of that. What is required is an on-campus leadership position. They don't want you to be famous internationally. They don't want you to write papers and grants. They want you to be serving the community. Well, I didn't know that from the beginning. And if you don't have the requirements, what they say is come back in a couple of years. That is not a small detour to your career because if promotion is tied to $50,000, $100,000 every year, plus perks in the schedule and status, that is a huge hit to your career. I would have loved to know that from the beginning. So here's what I did. Listen, or what I could have done that would have been terrible. I could have gone to my chair and said, how dare you? Why didn't you tell me from the beginning? This department needs to be more fair and transparent. And she would have reacted terribly. It would have led to a lot of conflict. She would have said, what do you mean? We are fair and transparent. We're telling you exactly what to do to get promoted. Why are you so difficult, causing trouble? Literally, she said that to me many times. So why can't you just get along? Why can't you just follow along? That conflict would have solved nothing. I'd have still been waiting 1 to 2 years for this promotion cycle. By the way, she wouldn't have helped me become a leader because she had labeled me difficult. That's not what I did. Here's what I did. I thought to myself, how could I solve all these problems at once? My job's problem with promotion, my particular problem. How do I get my boss on board? What's the thing that would make my job more fair and transparent? What would help people get promoted early, stay and contribute, help us keep our faculty? What would help me become a leader so I can get promoted? So I came up with a great idea. No conflict method. Came up with a great idea. New faculty need a roadmap from day one. They really shouldn't be waiting to year 5 to figure out, oh my gosh, you don't have anything you need. You need to know exactly from day one what promotion requires and someone to help navigate it. Help us amplify this promotion pipeline so we attract good people and they stay. Because what they were doing at that point is they were getting to promotion and they're realizing, oh, I have nothing what I need. You know what's easier to get promoted? Just leave the job. We had one year we had 10 faculty leave all at once. They all had to be replaced because they wanted to be promoted. And the system was just entirely archaic. So I went to my chair. We are 10 faculty down this year. This is a crisis. And this is a great place. We deserve great people. People should be flocking here and staying. I have an idea that could help us recruit and keep them. Let's consider, what do you think about a new faculty mentorship program? The first thing we cover on day one is promotion criteria. They start their job knowing exactly what they need to do. And then we bring in senior leaders to mentor and guide them, achieve those metrics, give them leadership opportunities, support them at a very high level. We'll use this as a recruitment and a retention tool. It will help us get the best people, have them stay here. And because we have good people, it means we're less likely to lose more. Everyone is being taken care of. This, I told her, will be some work, admin work. It'll be a lot of work. By the way, it wasn't, but I just wanted her to think that. I'm happy to lead it. Having someone run the group who's actually closer to the stage of the new faculty will help them because they'll see an example of what's possible. And it will help me too because I also want to be promoted. She loved the idea. She said, started immediately. It became a signature feature of our department, a star darling of the university, a top recruiting tool, because I focused on a very specific thing and not a big, vague dream. See the difference? By the way, when you focus on a series of things, you get your dream. So when everyone's on your side, your chair is supporting you, you're a leader, you're leading a new faculty mentorship program, you're recruiting better people, they're staying. The existing faculty feel seen and taken care of because there's more people. You have top candidates, you're a leader, you can get promoted. Guess what happens? You get your dream of a fair and transparent workplace by starting with a very specific thing. Let's look at a marriage example because this absolutely works at home too. So let's imagine what you want is a fair and transparent marriage. Imagine telling your husband that, and I want you to imagine how fast he gets defensive, shuts down, fights with you. He's defensive, you get hurt, nothing is solved. So don't do that. Instead, use this no conflict method. Ask yourself, okay, what would fair and transparent look like this week? What's one specific thing we can do? And this particular client said, what would really help me the most is if he could do the daycare pickup Monday so I can start my week off right. And if he could do it Friday so I could wrap up the week right and I could be home all weekend, no work in the evenings. He would love it. I would love it. The kids would love it. So she approached him. We helped her script this out because that's what we do. Next level freedom. We don't leave you dangling. We position, we figure out what you need. We give you the script, we role play, and we stay with you until you get exactly what you need. This is what we came up with. She told him, sweetie, I have an idea for us to have a better weekend. More connection, cuddle time, just so much less pressure in the house. What I'm thinking is if you can pick up the kids Monday afternoon, I will get a jump start on my week so I don't have to bring work home in the evenings. I'll be home earlier so I can help you. And if you can pick them up Friday afternoon, I can wrap up on clinical week for the week, come home, not have to go back to work just to catch up, not have to bring any work home. I'll be totally available. I will take you on a date Saturday night golfing. You love golfing. We'll do an afternoon activity Sunday. I'll be more available. I'll be able to watch the kids a little more. We'll have more time to just rest and connect. Sunday evening will be so peaceful. It'll be you and me, the kids, cuddling in front of the TV. He was like, oh my gosh, why didn't we think of this sooner? Immediate yes. How she got him there is because she focused on a specific thing, not a big, vague dream. If she had said, I want a fair and transparent message, she'd have been like, oh my gosh, our marriage is fair and transparent. How dare you? Why don't you appreciate me? Can't you be grateful? Huge conflict. She did the no conflict approach to her husband, and it led to a more deeply connected marriage, happier household. healthier children. When you get everyone on your side, you get more help with the kids from the husband. You're not bringing work home in the evenings. You're not going back to work on the weekends to catch up. You're home more, you're present more, you're connected more. So you're supporting yourself, your kids, your husband more. You get the dream of a fair and transparent marriage, but you have to start with a very specific thing. So let's look at the framework, the no conflict framework. It's 3 steps. It's so easy. That's it. Before I tell you the framework, I want to ask you a favor. Please share this episode with all of your besties. And please, 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 please rate and review the podcast wherever you're listening to it. It lets me know what you like and helps the podcast grow to more listeners like you. I have been podcasting for 5 years. I have 18 reviews. It's humiliating. Would you please help me? Just go on there. 5 stars. I love hearing about no conflict or whatever. 1 sentence, rate and review, please. Okay, let's come back to it. The no conflict method. Step 1, find the common goal that everyone wants. Lead with that. Don't just focus on what you want. You will shut them down and start conflict. That's the secret of starting conflict, is only thinking about what you want. Step 1, no conflict method, find the common goal and lead with it. Step 2, name one specific thing, concrete, actionable, tangible. We all see it. We all will agree it. We'll all say, yes, that's a leadership track. Yes, that's new faculty mentorship program. Name a specific thing, something visible, something doable. Do not name a big, non-specific dream that will offend and insult everyone. No, that's a secret to conflict. No conflict method. Step 2 is name one specific thing. Step 3, present it so it's irresistible to say yes to. Make it easy for them to say yes. When you address everyone's need, you name the shared goal, you show them how it can help, it becomes impossible to say no to that. Do this and your big dream happens. It's thing by thing, win by win. If you start with the dream, everyone gets defensive, everyone gets isolated and hurt. The dream dies on the table. Do not do that. No conflict method, please. Let me give you 13 tips, sprints. This is how you can turn dreams to things. 13 quick actionable steps. Let's go. Number 1, I want more respect. Turn that into, what does respect look like in one specific moment this week? Number 2, we need better communication. By the way, everything I'm starting with is a non-specific dream that will kick off an insane amount of conflict, will isolate you and have you be labeled the difficult, troublemaking person who no one wants to work with. So I'm giving you what I'm saying. Do not say. Do not say. Even though you may say it to yourself, we need to translate the big dream into a specific thing, because you deserve a job where you feel respected and you love it and you're taken care of. It will happen through turning dreams into things. So number 1, now that I've said that, I want more respect. Turn that into, what does respect look like in one specific moment this week? Number 2, I need better communication. Turn that into a 15-minute standing check-in per month with your chair. Number 3, the schedule isn't fair. Turn that into, make a request to publish quarterly call totals so we can show that it's fair. Number 4, promotion is hopeless and vague around here. Turn that into, create a 1-page checklist for promotion and give it to people on day 1 with their onboarding material. Have annually updates about, here's what's new in promotion this year. Number 5, I need more support. Turn that into, ask for your coaching to be covered and paid for by your department as a leadership and professional development course. Number 6, morale is low. Turn that into, let's start a monthly recognition rounds. Let's start every faculty meeting with acknowledging what our faculty are accomplishing. And let's send it as an email, a newsletter, so we all can celebrate them. Let's print it and put it on billboards so people around the, what do they call, bulletin boards, so in the break room so people can see. Number 7, I need more financial transparency. Turn that into a thing. Create a finance committee that includes the chair of the CFO, where you specifically look at monthly finances. Offer to lead it if you want a leadership position. Number 8, too much burnout. Turn that into a thing. Let's eliminate 1 standing meeting a month. Number 9, I want to feel valued. Turn that into a specific thing. What is one specific thing your partner could do for you this week to make you feel seen? Or what is one specific thing you can ask from your chair or your colleague to make that happen? Number 10, I need a better culture. Turn that into something specific. That might be a yearly retreat where everyone gets together, has some time off service, gets to share their projects, share their interests. Or if none of that sounds good to you, don't share that. Another thing that can improve culture is Everyone in the department gets Christmas week off or New Year's week off without taking any PTO. We just this I've seen this happen across universities. You either get Christmas week off or New Year's week off. Whatever week you don't get off, you work a little harder than the other week, but it's actually okay because you have had Christmas week off, for example. Number 11, there are no growth opportunities here. Turn that into a thing. Create one new leadership title. Number 12, I need more work-life balance. Turn that into a thing. Give yourself one protected afternoon on the calendar and just block that off as out of office or Zoom conference call all day. Number 13, I just need help. Turn that into a thing. Name the task, the person, and give yourself a timeline. Every time your brain produces a very big, non-specific dream, convert it into a thing. That's the secret of a no conflict workplace. Before you have any conversation, I want you to ask, what is the one specific thing I'm asking for? If you can't put it in one sentence, you are not ready to share it. Come get coached and we will script it out for you. 5 journal prompts. Number 1, where am I leading with dreams at work? What's a specific thing really I'm after what's a specific next step, a specific thing I can ask for? Number 2, what conflict am I currently carrying? How could I turn this conflict into a concrete request that would resolve all of it? Number 3, where am I letting my frustration simmer because I'm focusing on a dream instead of a thing? Number 4, what dream have I given up on because I've led with this very big specific thing? Everyone around me shut down. I'm isolated. I feel alienated. No one's listening to me anymore. How can I turn this to a specific thing that's win-win that addresses everyone's needs, not just mine? How can I position it in a way that's an irresistible yes? Number 5, where am I marriage, friendship, family life, and I expect people to read my mind. I expect them to have the same dream. Let's revise it for just asking for one specific thing that's an irresistible yes. In summary, yes, your job is hard, 100%. Being a woman physician is hard. And conflict will make it feel impossible. It will have you wanting to leave this job, leave medicine, and burn it all down. You deserve easier days and to be paid well, to get better sleep, and to be excited to go to work, get your work home, also be excited to go home because you're not in conflict with your husband, not bringing all this conflict home with you. The no conflict method is the solution, and you can start using today. If you're ready to have a no conflict workplace, a no conflict marriage, a no conflict in-laws, no conflict parenting, you need to be inside of Next Level Freedom. We are the only women physician community focused on getting you paid top dollar on part-time hours and having you feel deeply connected to your mission, your workplace, your family, your marriage. Our program includes lifetime access to weekly group calls, curriculum, private podcasts for on the go, community bonus trainings, and it's for life. It's a one-time payment of $2,500. Join us this week by booking your free sales call at the link in bio. You can be in our program this week. And before I leave, I want to ask you a favor. Can you please share this podcast with everyone you love? And would you please help me from feeling totally humiliated and go and rate and review my podcast? Give me 5 stars, please. Tell me what you love so I can make more of it and it helps the podcast reach more people just like you. Have a beautiful week and I'll see you next time. Bye.